Hi Linda, hello. Yo guys, sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. Dumelang, hello. Hi David. So while we're waiting, I have a song that I want to play. While we're waiting for people to come through. Hey Muhau, welcome guys. Sorry I'm late. Ish technology guys. Somebody please tell me if you can see me, if you can hear me properly, and we can get started. Hi Slindile. Hello, so I guess you can hear me, Linda. Please tell me if you can hear me, if you can see me properly. But while we're waiting, I'm going to play a song there. So we all know today we're unpacking cheating. Within monogamy, within polygamy, we've all been cheated on, right? So here we go. I've got a song for you. I hope you guys can hear it.
Hi, Ma, it's me. I don't know what to do.
I'm sure we all know the song, As We Lay,
And I know you think
Kelly Price. Because we're talking cheating, right?
somebody else's husband.
So,
I love him.
yeah. I hope you guys can hear it. Tell me if you can hear me. If you can hear the song. I think this volume is too low. It's morning. Hi, Morena. As we slept the night away, it happens that we can't turn back the hands of time. Hi, Olga. Oh, no, no, no. Yes, we've stolen this moment. We forgot to face one simple fact. Bam, 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 bam. Both belong to someone else. As we slept the night away. Woo, guys, I'm sure you all know this song. We forgot about tomorrow as we lay. Ooh. Hey, Mazizi. Welcome. Welcome. Didn't think about the price we have to pay. Hi, Morena. Welcome, guys. I hope you can hear the song. It's As We Lay by Kelly Price. It's morning. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. Goodbye, baby. You leaving me. I know you got to hurry home to face your wife. I will never want to hurt her. No. She will never understand now. You belong to me for just one night. Guys, I hope you're singing with me. The night away, yes, we lay. We forgot about tomorrow as we lay. Oh, no. Hey, as we lay. We didn't think about the price we have to pay. Welcome, guys. We're talking cheating today. Cheating with a twist, eh? We should have counted up the utra, but instead we got lost in a second, in a minute, in the hour. Hey, as we lay. We forgot about tomorrow as we lay. No, 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 no. I love you. Why can't you see? And loving you is killing me, pretty baby. I can't take it no more, no, no. You see, I came in your life. You gotta go home to your wife. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! Guys, I had to play the whole song. I had to play the whole song. I had to play the whole song. Okay. Sanbonani Dumelang, welcome to those who've just joined us. Welcome. Olga is opening up the platform Ari to face your rechte. Yo, you guys. Cheating is there. Cheating is real. Hi Patrick, welcome. We're talking cheating with a twist today. Whether it's within monogamy, whether it's within polygamy, but we've all been affected at some point in our lives. We've all been hurt. We've all been, we've all been down there because somebody cheated, you know. And a lot of the times when women get together, we discuss cheating. And ibhlungu, you know, I've had my fair share of being cheated on, so I know what it feels like. I know what it can do to a person. Before we get into the jinx of things, let me just introduce myself. My name is Balisa Kotlisa Chemani. I'm also known as KC, which is short for Kotlisa Chemani, also known as Lady P on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel called KC Uncomfortable Conversations, which has given birth to these live feeds. Since we are under lockdown, I can't record for my YouTube channel, so I decided to go this route. And I run a polygamy group on Facebook. It's called the Epitome of Polygamy. So if you are interested in polygamy, please do join the group. We also have a WhatsApp group where we give support, you know, to those who might be affected or to those who might be interested. Okay. So today I figured, let me talk about the most favorite topic, which is cheating. But I'm going to address cheating from a different view, okay? Hey doggy. And I just need to mention that I am not condoning cheating, all right? I am not saying it's okay, right? I am not saying that people should be cheating on each other, but the reality is it's happening, all right? The reality is that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The reality is we are not the first generation to be affected by cheating. And this is, for the lack of a better word, I call it cheating like everybody else. It's been there. You know, our parents have gone through cheating. Our great parents have gone through cheating. How you will even know that go na le bontate ba kileng ba cheata, ne ba nyetse ba etsa bana, mme a ikgata ka maoto taba ena. And all you know is there was a family where you would be dropping off ditapole every month or dropping off meat, you know. And when you look at one of those kids in that yard, alone in your heart, you can say, Mara, wait again. Tabo o tshwana le nna, or tabo o tshwana le somebody in the family. But you'd never say anything. And because our parents were like that, you know, they just had a way of not talking about these things. They had a way of acting like it's not happening. They had a way of ignoring it and carrying on with their lives, right? But we are a different generation. We are a generation that talks about it. We are a generation that takes videos. We are a generation that exposes things that happen to us because obviously technology has evolved. It's better, it's easy, it's at the snap of your fingers, right? So like I said, I'm approaching this cheating thing from a different view. Guys, my brother's here. Whenever my brother comes on board, I just get so nervous. Welcome, Neto. So I want to approach cheating from a different view. Now, and ke kopo bua le bo ausine, like basadi, because I find that you are the ones that get hurt the most, get affected the most, and you are the ones that talk about cheating the most. Palisa utsagang because I haven't said anything. Okay, Pizza is already laughing. So, okay, so I'm gonna put myself out there today, to show the reality. So one day I said, never will I ever date a married man. And life yangisa, guys. I was at the lowest of the lowest. Then one day I meet an old friend, guy friend, but he's married, At the time, I've just lost a job. I've just lost money in a deal gone wrong. I've just lost my car. Hi, Sadiki. Welcome, Sadiki. I've just lost a place to stay. I can only phone when I meet this guy who is married and is an old friend. And obviously he's happy to see me and all of that. And he says to me, hey, we need to go out for coffee. Give me your numbers. And I'm like, I don't have a phone. And he's like, who doesn't have a phone in 2016? That was 2016. And I'm like, yo, Joe, I've gone through a lot. So due to unforeseen circumstances, I don't even have a phone. I don't even have money to buy a phone. And he said to me, okay, so where do you live? So I gave him my address. And he said, okay, fine. I'll come check you some other time. Okay, fast forward 2 weeks later, this guy shows up at my house with a phone, right? And he says to me, Pali, I know life has beat you down. I know you are at your worst. But at some point, you are going to have to pick yourself up. And in order to do that, you at least need a phone. If you're going to look for a job, how are you going to be contacted if you don't even have a phone? So allow me to give you a phone, right? And so he gives me a phone, and obviously because on Rekete phone, he's got the number already. We start chatting, and in our conversations, obviously this guy is just like super supportive. 2 days later, he calls me. He says, I'm outside. I go outside, I get in the car, he drives off. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, you'll see where we're going. We get to Clicks. This guy buys me toiletries for like 1.5, and he's like, this should last you for quite some time until you can get on your feet. Okay. And then after that, we went, grabbed something to eat, and he took me home. And obviously the conversations continued. And before I know it, I'm dating this married man. And at that time, guys, he's a savior. Like, he is saving me from the worst thing I could have done to myself. You can imagine I'm at my worst. I'm suicidal. And here's this angel. The difference is, or the sad part, or the unfortunate part, is that this angel is married. Hi, Donald. Welcome. So we start dating, and everything is cool. He's supportive. The conversations are lit and all of that. And obviously, I'm feeling crappy. I'm feeling bad, but at the same time, I'm like, I prayed for some help. I said, God, please, I need help. And here's the help. It didn't come in the way I thought it would come, but here it is. It's a married man who is helping me at my worst. And I couldn't say no, guys. It was either that or ke bolawe ke tlala and miss out on the help. Okay? So now, obviously now this guy is like an angel to me, even though I'm feeling crappy that he's married. Okay, fast forward, the relationship runs smoothly. It's beautiful. But what I also figured was that in the conversations that we are having, right, this guy is becoming a better man at home. Believe it or not. Because now I became, the psychologist that he doesn't have, where he could freely talk about his marriage, freely talk about his woman, freely talk about the things that he's going through at home. And being the queen that I am and being the woman that I am, guys, I was giving good advice. To a point where this guy would come back and give me feedback and say, Bali, the advice that you gave me worked, control. Things are getting better. Things are improving. Because I would show him certain things that he is not aware of, that he is doing wrong. Kontlong ya hae, ko lenyalong la hae. By the time we broke up, guys, and it was me who broke it off. This was like 6 months later. I am now on my feet. I am okay. And I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. And more than anything, I realized that, he's falling in love with me. And I was like, I don't need this drama in my life. But this man became a good man, guys, because of the conversations that we had. Everything that we did together made him a better man at home. Till to this day, when I meet up with him, he always says, Bali, you saved my marriage. Now, again, I'm not saying cheating is right, but I'm saying sometimes, guys, it does play a positive role, whether we like it or not, whether we want to admit it or not. It does play a good role. Let me just welcome a few people. Hi, Mpumelelo, while you guys are dissecting what I've just said. Hi, Tabi, welcome. I've got a few comments that I want to read. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's my story. And that's how I ended up dating a married man. I didn't want to do it. I said I would never do it, but it happened. Okay, and something good came out of it, because this guy literally said, Bali, you made me realize the mistakes that I was making as a man. And because my wife and I are always fighting, I don't have a calm conversation. So having you in my life and us having those conversations and you showing me my faults. And also I would give him advice on how to approach the conversations at home, which made it better. I mean, guys, believe it or not, at some point we went shopping to get his wife a gift. Okay? And I didn't feel used, because this man bought me a phone when I didn't have a phone. This man bought me toiletries every month. This man gave me money. This man took me out for lunch when I was feeling crappy. Remember, at that time, I'm home, I'm not working. So he kept me busy. He kept me away from my negative thoughts. He would take me out, kilotola full body massage. But at the same time, we would be having honest conversations. We would be having the conversations to ahang, if you get what I mean. Let me welcome everybody that just joined us. I just want to read a few comments. Linda, I must admit, I once cheated. It was a mistake that I learned from, and I am now bigger than that. Good, Linda. And also, maybe sometimes as a person, you need to go through such a process in order to be a better person. You need to make the mistake to realize that it's wrong and it hurts and you shouldn't do it. Okay, but life doesn't always work like that. Sometimes the universe will bring an extra person in your life to teach you something. While you've got this loving partner, but sometimes the universe will answer your prayers by bringing somebody else outside of your relationship whom you're going to have conversations with that turns you into a better person. I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. Hey, Tapelo, thank you. Thank you for joining. Tapelos from my hood. Whenever I see people from my hood, I just get so excited. Hi, Musa. Guys, Musa is my photographer, the one who did my nude photo shoot. So if you ever want to be as brave as me, Musa is your man. Oh, there's a comment from my brother, Ari. There are beautiful looking couples, but they lose each other due to scary attitudes. Then one of them finds comfort elsewhere where they can speak without being nervous or scared of their unfriendly partner. Is that cheating or opting for something exhilarating? Ay, neto o qadile ka sekgowa sa hao, Jo. Eish, guys, wabona hape what makes people go outside of their relationship? It's because uthola gore inside their relationship, it's now toxic, and we all know women know how to throw a tantrum, and they know how to start a fight, and they know how to hold it down. So sometimes a person goes outside of the relationship because inside the relationship and so they go outside to find comfort. They go outside for exciting conversations, So there's a lot of reasons why people go outside and cheat. Hi Mpumelelo, hi Ntabi, hi Debato, welcome. Mpumelelo Arhepale, I'm loving this. Thank you so much, Mpumelelo. I'm really trying to make sure that we have these uncomfortable conversations. But Lisa, I think the society created a set of rules, hence we are not happy. Exactly. And what I like to say is, I feel that when two people come together, they should define their relationship. They should define how they want their connection to run. But what we do is we get into these relationships and we get in them ka di rules. Like Palisa is saying, Hore, this is how a relationship should go. This is how two people should behave. This is how two people should treat each other. But in all honesty, once you get into a relationship, you realize that it actually doesn't work like that. Nangu Musa Utse, Musa, say something. I want you to say something. Welcome, Junior. Welcome, Manda. Guys, if I say your name wrong, forgive me. Mpumelelo Ar, wow, you played a positive role in his life. What did you take from this? What I took from my experience with this married man was that when you pray, be ready for an answer that is not packaged the way you want. Okay, I did pray and I did ask for some angel to come and save me, to come and help me. And here was this guy who was willing to buy me a phone, willing to take care of me, and willing to give me support and to comfort me in the worst days of my life. The second thing that I've learned is that life is a set flow, and if you are meant to experience someone in your lifetime, you will experience them. I had known this guy Khale. He was a friend to my then boyfriend, like 8 years ago. So by the time I met him, it was like just meeting a friend. And I remember when I met him at that time, my boyfriend, there was that exchanging energy, but we couldn't do anything about it. And so 8 years later, when I meet him, he's married, but hey, we still experienced each other. So what I took from that is that life is a set flow. If you are meant to experience someone, you will experience them. Thirdly, what I've learned is we are not here to experience one person at a time, per phase. Guys, life doesn't work like that. First of all, the universe is too big for one person to experience one person at a time. Unfortunately, we want that, Because we most of us support monogamous relationships. We want to be honest. We want to be loyal. We want to experience one person at a time. But I don't think the universe is designed to be like that. I don't think the universe is wired like that. If that external force that runs our lives decides at this time you are going to experience Palisa Lintabiseng simultaneously, that's how it's going to be. And I've learned that because life is a set flow, when you try and go against the flow, it hurts. And it's more stressful and it's more painful. I'm sure we've all gone through that experience where you feel someone, you click with them, and then you're like, no, but I can't because I've got someone. But it's just too painful. Why? Because you're going against the flow. There's a reason why we meet people in our lives. There's a reason why people are brought into our lives. Look even at the partner that you're dating. How do we meet, guys? It's a set flows. You meet a total stranger from nowhere and you guys get together and you start dating. But the way it doesn't mean that always it will be one person at a time. Sometimes you are meant to experience two people at the same time, because there's something that you need to take from this one and there's something that you need to take from the other person. And both these experiences are important for your path and for your journey. So that's what I took from my experience with the married man. And I remember at some point when we started chatting, I would ask him, where's your wife? How is she doing? And I remember how uncomfortable he would get. And I said to him, why are you uncomfortable when I ask about your wife? It's not like we can delete the fact that your wife is there. I acknowledge that your wife is there and I respect her, and I would never do anything to disrespect your wife. So please be comfortable with me, because you and I are having a relationship here. So you should be comfortable to speak to me about anything. And this guy was shocked. He was like, yo, Bali, I've never experienced something like this in my life. And I said to him, I've also never experienced dating a married man. It's my first experience, but it is what it is. And for all that is worth, I'd like to make it a beautiful experience. And one thing that I promised myself was I am not going to break that relationship. I was like, I'm going to take the help that is coming out of this relationship, but I'm not here to break that relationship. And I think it was important to make that promise to myself and to also make him aware, Hore, that's not why I'm here. Unfortunately or fortunately, you came into my life at the worst time of my life and you've given me the support that I need, and I appreciated that, and so we would talk about the wife. And so, I would ask, how's the first lady doing? Is she okay? Are you guys okay? Before we could even jump into our own thing. So yeah, guys, please share your stories for those who are brave enough to share their stories like me. But now all I'm saying is I think we blow this cheating thing out of proportion. We really make it control us and control our lives and control our happiness. Whereas I feel like if we can start having these honest conversations, re tlo ba sharp. Have honest conversations with yourself, have honest conversations with the people that you encounter. So Olga is asking, Palisa, are it true? I guess she's saying true to everything that I'm saying. Thank you, Vito Yaka. I see an amazing woman that I really love, and I just need to acknowledge her. Hi, Memunyeki. Hi, friend. I love you, Mewaka. I see Olga, and Olga says, would you have done it if you were not in a bad situation? Yo, Batong Olga, why are you putting me on a tight spot? Because I've started understanding, Hori, people are brought into our lives for a certain reason. I think right now, if I were to find myself in a similar situation, I wouldn't be too quick to get into it, but I also wouldn't be too quick to brush off the person. So I would now look at it and say, what is the universe trying to say to me about this presentation? And I guess it'll depend on the conversations that I'm having with this guy, how he approaches me, what is he saying to me would play a role. And if I feel like he's going to add some value, yes. And for me, it's easier because I'm a polygamist. So yeah. So I probably even say I'm a polygamist. So should you maybe change your mind and feel like you would want to add a second person, I would be that person. So I would get into it, but having had honest conversation and still maintain I will respect your wife and I need you to also respect your wife. So we can't do anything that's going to hinder your marriage. Yeah, so if I think it's gonna add value, yes, you got like a rounder answer. But yes, I think I would, depending on the situation. Palita Aro, wow, yo, Pali, you are speaking to me right now. I'm glad, Pali. Oh, Memunyeki, I'm acknowledging you again. So Musa says there's a thing I call open cheating. This is when in a relationship you find one person. Sorry guys. When in a relationship you find one person of the opposite sex relating in a very non-sexual way that you get to have open conversations with, sometimes about your current relationship. It is cheating in that at times you spend more time with this person more than your partner. Emotionally, they just lift you up for your relationship. No sexual attachment, and it stays that way. Yes, but the reality, Musa, is that if your partner were to find out about this connection or this experience, they would still be mad. And that's what I'm trying to get at, to say, as human beings, we need to start realizing that the universe is just too big to think, Hore, you are the only person meant to experience that particular person alone. Hey, guys. Nakahana. And nakahana because I am talking from experience. I kehani because I'm saying cheating is right. But I'm saying, let's start having different conversations. We cannot do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. The reality is this thing, a thing. I know women that are cheating, and they are cheating with a better financially stable person who then helps them out, and they take that same money and they take it home, and then the home runs. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Pumelelo says, interesting. I'm thinking we need conversations on other relationship options, polyamory and open relationships. Absolutely, Pumelelo. Now I'm in a polygamous relationship. For those who don't know, it's one king and two queens. When I met them, they'd been dating for 11 years. And now we've been together, all three of us, for 2 years. So the relationship is like 13 years old, And it started off like that. Me and the guy met. We clicked, love at first sight. But from the beginning, this guy was like, Bali, I feel you, I love everything about you, and I respect you because of the queen that you are. I don't want you to be my side dish. I don't want you to be a secret. So for that very reason, I'm going to ask that we get to know each other. No sexual ntontoni. We just get to know each other, and if we feel that we are good, I'm going to start the conversations at home. And after like 9 months, this guy went and started conversations at home. Mewa kontlong akupa 4 months to think about it. And after that, it was all systems go, and it's been the best 2 years of my life. So polyamory, just to respond to Mpumelelo, is when it's the same as polygamy. The only difference in polyamory is, the partners are allowed to have other relations outside, but you don't keep them a secret. So it will be known, Montlong, okay, the second queen has a tapelo outside of the relationship, you know. For some couples, they take it as far as before you engage the tapelo. Tapelo has to come through to our house for dinner, meet all the queens and the king, and then one day her tapelo and the other queen will then be allowed to go out and make out. And the queen can then come back, share if she wants to share, or she doesn't have to share. I've never been in such a situation. Mine is quite simple: one king, two queens. We don't do threesomes. We don't get intimate, all three of us. It's me and the king and the other queen with the king. So yeah, so that's my view on cheating. Olga are death by first lady. Yes, guys, we need to respect the wives. Kibabita the first lady, and I respect them and I love them, and we don't mean to break their marriage, but these things happen, guys. And we can't keep sweeping these issues under the carpet and just be this angry generation, you know, this broken generation. We need to heal. And in order for us to heal, we need to have these conversations. And I figured someone has to do it. You know, I know maybe some people will bash me and say I'm encouraging the wrong, but I'm saying I'm tired of surface conversations. You know, I had surface conversations with my mother, and that led to a lot of problems. You know, how many of you girls, when you were sleeping with a guy for the first time and they said and you didn't even know what that means, and then the next thing, boom, you are pregnant because nobody had the conversation with you. You know? Love you too, Mamunyeki. Olga are interesting. I respect your honesty. Welcome, Matabela Palisawatea. I'm laughing with you, friend. But when Ibile, you said to me, Bali, we need to start healing the women. And healing comes with having these uncomfortable conversations. You can't heal if you are sugarcoating things. You will not heal. You will not grow. You will not transition. And you will not evolve. You know? So we need to be harsh in the conversations so that we can get through them and move on. I was in a polygamy relationship, but the lady was in competition, like she didn't want us to be equal. Yeah, guys, polygamy is not for the faint-hearted, hey? It's not. And like I'm always saying, it requires a lot of patience and a lot of honest conversations needs to take place, and it needs a king with balls of steel to lead. Because if the king has no leadership skills, it won't work. It won't work. Mpumelelo are totally enjoying this, refreshing, more discussions needed. Thank you so much. Welcome, Diva. Welcome. Hey. So, guys, that's my take on cheating. I just feel like we are looking at it in a very right. You know, we need to start looking at it in a different way. Hori, the universe is just too big, and sometimes our prayers are answered through other people. You know, so I could say, I don't know. I think I'm scared to go in deep. And look like the bad person. I don't want to look like the bad person, and I don't want to sound like I'm insensitive. I know that there are people that have been badly hurt, you know. I mean, the other day, a guy friend of mine said to me, you know, Bali, my girlfriend doesn't like you. And I said, why? And he said, like, as soon as you start liking my posts, as soon as you start commenting, she just becomes off. We haven't met, me and this girl. I just know the guy. And if this guy must not interact with me anymore. And I'm thinking, if she knew the conversations that I have with the guy, if she knew that she is the main one right now because of the conversations that I had with that guy, she wouldn't be hating on me. And then Nali, that guy, Rita Nixie, by the way, we are very, very clear and very honest. We are just friends. But anyway. But I think sister queens should love each other and respect each other too. Absolutely. Guys, if we as women can start loving each other and stop competing against each other, we realize that the power that we hold as a collective. You know, and I want to tell you a story of what happened to me with this one best friend of mine. So this one best friend of mine, she was like a sister to me, hey? Like, I would have taken a bullet for that girl. Anyway, to cut the long story short, she slept with my partner at the time when we were friends. And I remember, so me and the guy broke up and they kind of carried on with their thing, and it was a big rumor. Everybody was talking about it. And I remember calling this friend of mine, and I took her out for tea and a cake. And I said to her friend, and talk to me about this situation that I'm hearing when you sleeping with so and so, who used to be my partner, and that you guys slept while we were still together. And I said to her, if you guys are meant to be together and you were meant to meet through me, the only thing that I need from you as a friend is to look at me and tell me. And let's have a conversation about it, because now, this girl looked me right in my eyes, Arpali, I will never do that to you. And then anyway, 3 years later, I got proof. Yeah, written proof, like inbox things. Somebody screen matched the inbox, the sexual encounter, and forwarded to me. And all I was saying to her was, friend, tell me, and I'll give you my blessings. And I wasn't saying she must report to me, but she's my friend. We could have had that honest conversation and our friendship would have survived. But anyway, the friendship died. And it died because I felt like she wasn't loyal to me. I felt like she is that kind of queen that would kill me. But had she been honest, Linda, and say, yo, Bali, unfortunately, I got attracted to your man, I would have given them my blessings. I don't own anybody. Guys, we need to lose the sense of entitlement and ownership and possession. We don't own anybody. Everybody's got their own path. Everybody's got their own journey. And you can't control what people do outside of the relationship. Oh, I see an old friend of mine. Hey, Masavata, welcome. So Deba says, what's the thought or suggestion in a world with more females than males? How do we realistically balance? Deba, it's not going to balance if everybody wants to be in a monogamous relationship. If every female wants to have one man all to themselves, it's never going to balance. And I'm always saying, guys, it's unrealistic. Let's look at the numbers. Some men are in jail, some are gay, some are adult street kids. So what can happen? What must these other women do? Who must save them? Guys, I'm being honest. One man woman thing. Guys, I give him sevens. Tiba are real true talk. I fully agree. So, in closing, this is what I have to say. When you get into a relationship, have honest conversations with your partner. Adult street kids. Unless you are willing to take a man off the streets, then hey, Hi Nozipo, welcome. Welcome, thank you for joining us. So guys, in closing, when you get into a relationship, the beginning of the relationship, it should start with an honest conversation of real life issues. It should start with honest conversations of who are you as a person. Be honest. As a guy, if you feel that somewhere in the future you might want to have a second woman, or you might want to take a second queen, be honest and tell that woman, Horobona Mutamudim, I know this relationship is just starting. I feel you, you feel me, but there is a possibility that later in life, when I am financially stable, I might want to add a second queen. In that way, the queen knows what they're getting themselves into. Hi, Rox, welcome. Then it makes it easier in the future when you bring up the conversation, yeah, I want to have a second queen or I want to have a second woman. Do you know what I mean? So what men do is they keep quiet, they get into relationships, and then they get married, and then after getting married 10 years later they spin I want to bring a second wife. But guys, that's unfair. If you are not sure at the beginning of the relationship, at least say to the woman, right now I am not sure if I would want to add a second woman, but should it come to that, I will let you know. Do you understand? And also listen to what the woman is saying. If you're a polygamist and the woman tells you it's a no, then Luwena as a man, walk away. Walk away. Because if the woman says it's a no, then they will never agree to it. And you can't force someone to take a lifestyle that they will not be comfortable with. Guys, polygamy is a lifestyle. The same way that monogamy is a lifestyle. It's a choice. Like, nah, I chose it because it makes sense to me. Like I'm always saying, I'm a lazy lover. So it works for me to have another woman who can take care of our king when I'm going through the most, you know? So, can't women discuss amongst themselves about such and kind of laid out so it's a concern coming from them? I feel like both genders should come to a point where they can comfortably start the conversation. I'm also encouraging women to start the conversation at the beginning of the relationship and ask the men to say, do you think at some point you might want to add a second woman or you might want to add a second queen? You know, so open it up for discussion and you know, say to the guy, it's just under general. I just want us to have a conversation about it so that later on it doesn't catch up with us when you feel like you want to add the second person. But guys, we need to start being honest to ourselves. We can't keep living a lie like this. You know, I'm just like, let's start having honest conversations. That's all I'm saying. And I know some people are gonna think I'm insensitive, but I'm being real. I'm being real to everybody. I'm being real to myself, and I'm being real to my partner. I'm going to tell you a quick story after I read this comment. You want to hear this one? So DJ Fire says, this is a very sensitive topic indeed. From a man's point of view, no one touches my queen. It'll be a straight breakup if I find out. This is sexist. I know I'm a pig, as they would call it. And I agree, I am whatever you call me. I fully take responsibility. Yet, I think a man have a right to cheat, and it's never the end of the world. If she cheated and I found out, then it's over. Yet I cheat and I expect her to forgive me. Cannot explain why, but it's like that. Okay, so usually when people ask me about this issue, why does it seem like I'm saying men are allowed to have more than one woman, but it can't be the same for women? And I'm talking from experience. What I've realized, guys, is that men are not wired like us, okay? For some reason, Rona Basadi, we are more understanding, we are more accepting. And it's just the nature of how we are as women, okay? And I am not saying that it's okay what the men are doing, because when it comes to men, they can't handle it. They can't, like DJ Fire is saying, they can't handle it. But Rona as Basadi, we can. And that's why we keep forgiving. You might not like the idea of your man having another wife or another queen or another lady, but we are quick to forgive. So that tells us, somewhere, somehow, we are wired to be able to handle a man having a second partner. Okay? But if you as a woman feel you want to have more than one man, it's a totally different topic. It's polyandry. Okay? I personally wouldn't want to have two men. I can't handle it. One man is stress for me. That's why I need help. That's why I need a second queen in my life to help me. So I wouldn't be able to handle two people at the same time. However, it can happen that I am in a relationship and ke kgatlhiwe somewhere else, you know, and possibly maybe even it outside of my relationship, come back, ke iphumule molomo. Again, guys, these things are there, these things are happening. Now, sorry guys, a call came in. So, now in my relationship, we have a very open relationship. We literally, believe it or not, my partner and I, we talk about everything and anything. So we've even discussed this thing, Yahori, should I get attracted some way, somehow, outside of our relationship? He is willing to have the conversation with me. The same way I've allowed him to have a second queen. He's willing to have the conversation with me. And I'll tell you why. It's because my partner recently discovered that actually he might be polyamorous. So meaning, if it's like that, the partners in the polygamy are allowed to go outside of the relationship. But we are not there yet. It's still a conversation that is happening. So he did say to me, Bali, should you meet someone and you feel like you want to experience this person, I need you to come back and let's have a conversation about it. It's just that when it's a polyamorous relationship, should I say, okay, Kiboni a Tepo, and I want to experience Tepo, I can't just go and meet Tepo and we do our thing. Tepo will have to come, meet my partner, we go out for lunch, we have a conversation, so that my partner can meet Tepo, get to know Tepo a little bit, and then after that, he can give the go-ahead. And even on the day that I'm going to experience Tepo, it won't be a secret. It will be like, okay, babe, I'm going out, let's Tepo on Wednesday. We are meeting at 7, and I need to be back home at 11. And I can't be late. Yeah, but so there are rules, and there's protocol, and there's, yeah, you know. Ntabi says, I told me, even some women are part of the LGBTQ plus. Hey, hey, yo, guys. Yeah, no, wait again. Ntabi, that's a topic for another day. Kikopa, don't take me there. Don't take me there. We are still gonna unpack these things. We are still going to talk about women that are bisexual. They are straight, mara. Now and then, they want to experience other women. We are still going to unpack that one day. One day. Hey, Leon, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Khomotso. By the way, guys, in reality, ke kopa go le bolella gore go etsagalang. In my experience, what I've noticed is that a lot of the times, out of 5 women, 3 of them have at least slept with another woman. And it's a conversation that we don't talk about, or we are not ready to have these conversations. A lot of the time, best friends make out women. They make out. They go out, they get drunk, they come back, they honey, they make out. So, yeah. Is that not cheating? I don't know. So Sipo says that they were to thank you for closing this vacuum. Our sisters are broken. Look at the society is in dismay. No one is there for them. Sipo, yeah. And that's why I've created this platform where I'm saying, Askulumeni, guys, let's talk, because we're going to continue breaking each other. We're going to continue to be hurt. And we're just becoming a broken society and gubhlungu. And now this broken woman has to go get into a relationship, and now she's still angry. She's carrying baggage from where she's coming from. She comes into this new relationship, same thing. So isn't it better if we can at least have these conversations and say, guys, what is this? Have we been sold a lie? You know? Have we been sold a lie to say somebody can really love one person at the time and focus on them until death do them apart? Oh, I mean, I've always had an issue with those with those vows. Like, I was just like, Nix 5 talents. These vows are heavy. Guys, I could never make that kind of a promise. Till death do us apart, in sickness and in health. Like, my partner knows. The first thing he picked up about me was, I've seen that you don't make promises. I don't make promises because I don't know what tomorrow holds. I could love you today and I could literally wake up the following day and not love you or not want to experience you anymore. It is what it is. Now, I'm going to stay out of obligation because I said till death do us apart. Oh, guys. Unosipo Uti, I've come a long way getting over my jealousy. Truly, there needs to be open communication. I'm ready for polygamy. Yes, girl, welcome to my life. Please make sure you join the Epitome of Polygamy and the WhatsApp group. The support is amazing, and you might just find yourself a man in there. You don't know. Deva says, thanks, that makes sense. Okay, I've said a lot of things, so I don't know which part is making sense. I hope the whole thing is making sense. Your response is on point. Okay, Deva, thank you so much. Bale are, but Bale, what if I want two men? Mara society doesn't allow us. Society kibo mang. So they control how you live your life. Balesa. Oh. I get away now the people that will agree to this connection. Lili happy. So if Luna Lily happy, ga arrangement there Luna ya you and two kings and the kings are okay with it. Whose validation do you need? I think also what makes us uncomfortable in these relations and connections is we tend to think about so what happens when we have to get married and legalize lenyalo la rona and guys nakiyofo. I am not legalizing my marriage because you can't legalize love. Me and my partner will decide how we are going to run our legacy. If it means we're going to sign contracts, me, the queen and the king, we're going to sign contracts. We're going to create our own will so that nobody walks away empty should anything happen, or nobody is screwed should the relationship end. We can do our own thing with a lawyer. We don't need the system. In any case, the system is not there to support us. It's just there to screw us over, but that's a topic for another day. So, Bali, do you, baby. If you want two men, go for it. It's called polyandry. Remember, it played on Generation? It's not far-fetched. There are women that are doing it. It's just that, like I'm saying, people are going through these experiences, but no one is willing to talk about it because no one is willing to bring up these uncomfortable conversations because we are scared what are people going to say. Oh, guys. All right, Puseletso Ara, I keep saying I'd rather know where my king is and who he is with. So I do agree to polygamy, but respect is key. Absolutely, Puseletso. Honest conversations need to take place. Polygamy is not a platform for a man to cheat and do as they please and then come back and scream polygamy. No. Polygamy means you are going to have an honest conversation with your partner. You're going to be blunt. You're going to be transparent. You're going to be honest. And noma kushisa noma kubanda, you must be respectful about it. Okay? I know a situation where a lady will say, I've been dating this guy for 5 years. He's got someone, but he said that he will tell the wife in time or whatever. And then boom, 10 years later, you are still the side dish. Guys, that's not polygamy. That's being played. That's being disrespected. You should not allow yourself to go through such. If somebody is saying they want to be in a polygamous relationship, they must then take the lead and man up and do the right thing. So some men lie and say, no, later on, we'll turn this into a polygamous marriage. Just hang in there. I'm still talking to my wife. It doesn't take 5 years for them to have a conversation at home. None of my men, we had a chat, we connected, we got to know each other for 9 months. And then after that, he was like, I'm good to go. And he went and had the conversations without me prompting him to go and have the conversation. So, guys, don't be played. Don't be played. Komoto. Okay, all right. Hey, Komoto, welcome. Bali's still just laughing the night away. DJ Fire, at the same time, if she has two two men, it's okay, but I won't be part of it. I would probably have sex with her, no feelings at all, just sex, and I'm gone. Wait a King DJ Fire, I love the fact that you are true to yourself. Okay, so even when you get into a relationship, be clear about that. Tell your woman, look, I could never handle you having an outside relationship or cheating on me, but I am a polygamist and would want to have the second woman. And get someone who is willing to be the woman that you are looking for, you know? So, like now when my king met me, I was willing to be the second queen without having other engagements on the side. But look at how 2 years later the tables have turned. He's even saying to me, look, if you ever get to a point where you are attracted to someone, Kamuntle, let's have the conversation. Okay, let's have the conversation. So yeah, be true to yourself. Hey Kosi, oh my gosh, Kosi, my old-time friend. We used to stay in the same place. Hey Kosi. Balisakyo Ara, I've slept with a woman before. Bang. Yes. You see? Guys, we need to have these honest conversations. I've also had the experience as well. Not once, not twice, but I am as straight as they come. I love my D vitamin. Hey Theo, hey. Guys, I think I am ready to close this topic for the night. I think I've said what I wanted to say about cheating. Let me read the last comment. Teba Ari, I've dated a girl who told me she's into women but likes me, and one day she brought a hot number and it was an open, mature, and refreshing experience. See? When you have honest conversations, it becomes beautiful, it becomes smooth, and we can avoid drama. Yeah, people killing each other, yeah, people beating each other up, fighting. No, guys, let's have honest conversations about who we are. Okay, guys, there's more comments, and I'm closing this. Nozipo Ara, I would love to be with a woman. Okay, Nozipo, the universe is listening. Receive that experience. It's a beautiful one, guys. Women knows exactly where to touch. They know exactly where to go. They know women, yeah. DJ Fire, don't let society dictate what you need or what you want to go for. What you want, my sister, I encourage you. Good luck. Also, DJ Fire is responding to Balesa Hore, honey, do you? Nozipo is asking for the WhatsApp link. Nozipo, the WhatsApp link is in the group, but if you can't find that post, send me an inbox and I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. Hey, Patani. Kosi Ar, hey, Pumpkin, loving this link. Loving this link, please. Yes, guys, so I've come to the end. Thank you so much for joining me. That's it for today. And my last words are, I am not encouraging cheating. I am not saying it's right. I know that it can be a very hurtful experience. I've gone through it myself. But all I was saying is, as human beings, as a society, as women, as couples, let us have honest conversations, okay? Because from the honest conversations we can avoid a lot of drama. We can avoid a lot of hurtful experiences, and we are sitting with a lot of broken people because we are having surface talks. We get into relationships and we lie about who we are, okay? So all I'm saying is, let us have honest conversations, and I promised you a quick story. So just the other day I was talking to my partner because there are chances that he might be moving to, okay, do I want to tell the story? Guys, I know. Let me save this juicy story for another day. Let me save this juicy story for another day. So that's it for today. I'm not ready to share that story, but I'll share it. It's an interesting story that I wanted to share with you, but something just said to me, no, leave it for another day. It's a very, very, very juicy story, and it will give birth to another sensitive topic. So something just came now. Okay, when I talk about that topic, then I will tell the story. So that's it from me today. I'd like to thank everybody that joined me. Guys, I value all of you. I respect all of you. I respect you guys allowing me into your space to say what's on my mind. My mind is always working overtime. So I've decided so that I don't go mad. I'd rather share this with people. And I'm glad that we have opened this channel to have these honest conversations. Every Wednesday, I go live at 10 p.m. If I cannot go live for any reasons, I will always put up a post to say I'm unable to go live. But for now, because we are on lockdown, Kaya, we've got nothing to do, I'm willing to go live. And please, ningasabi to suggest topics. You can even drop a topic on my inbox, and I will start the conversations. So yeah, thank you so much, Nyantanda Nonke. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, I've got a YouTube channel. It's called Casey Uncomfortable Conversations. I do load these videos on my YouTube if the quality is right and if I feel like the topic is worth me loading it on YouTube. But otherwise, I save it as well on my wall, and I send it to the Epitome of Polygamy group as well. So thank you so much, Nyantanda, Gyalerata, Gyalihompa, and I hope that the conversation here today, made you think a little bit differently, and I feel like we can still have more of this conversation about cheating. Maybe what I can do next time is I can get someone who can join me, and maybe they can tell their side of their story about how they feel about cheating, because everywhere I go, whenever I meet like a group or something, cheating is the topic. Lala, thank you for joining us, but I am out. Peace.